Hey everybody, it's Steph from the Hot Moving Podcast. And, the talk as of recent surrounding Jaylen Brown not being on the Olympics is a rather odd one, right? And I'm with Jaylen Brown, right? I think that, he should have been selected and he wasn't, right? It was, to me, it was a clear choice, right? Who cares how many Boston Celtics players are on the USA Olympic team already with Drew Holiday and Jason Tatum? Okay, when Kawhi went down, or he backed out, which was predictable, they went ahead and selected Derrick White. Now, Grant Hill is managing director, and I mean his explanation or lack of, it seems like, didn't make any sense, right? Grant Hill said the selection of Boston Celtics guard Derrick White was made entirely for basketball-related purposes after the United States was forced to replace Kawhi Leonard, right? You have to build a team, and one of the hardest things is leaving people off the roster that I am a fan of, that I look forward to watching throughout the season, throughout the playoffs. Hill told Wednesday, guys who've been finals MVP, guys who have been part of program, guys who have won gold medals, guys who I respect and admire, enjoy watching, but the responsibility that I have to put this together, put together a team, and a team that complements each other. Okay, well, look, and then you have the Jaylen Brown monocle and everything like that, and he asked Nike because majority of the players are sponsored by Nike. Jaylen Brown covers his Nike swooshes and all that type of stuff, and Grant Hill seemed like, he's playing the political side of everything, right? It seems like the decision was more than basketball. Okay, it seemed like, you take another guy off the Celtics, Derrick White, so you overlook Jaylen Brown, and you come to the conclusion that Derrick White makes better basketball sense. So a 6'3" guy replacing a 6'7" two-way wing, that makes more basketball sense. This is coming from Grant Hill, man. This is embarrassing to say, right? Grant Hill is as polished as they come. He's great on TV, and it seemed like, he is playing politician with USA Basketball. Okay, you want the best players out there. Kawhi goes down. The perfect replacement was Jaylen Brown, right? I mean, look, I feel like we're gonna win anyway, but having Jaylen Brown, I feel like that's definitely a guaranteed win, right? So I don't know what's going on with this decision, but they made that, right? Look, man, Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum, that's been the talk, right? And I was watching a little bit Undisputed, and Skip was like, well, could it be the fact that Jason Tatum is tired of Jaylen Brown? And listen, man, when it comes to Jaylen Brown, me and Skip, I agree a lot, man, with Skip, which is crazy because I really don't agree with him that much. But I feel like I thought there was some element of that too, right? I mean, when I was streaming the other night talking about it, I was like, yo, are they really trying to make sure that, look, if Jaylen Brown's on that team, does really well, right, outshines Jason Tatum, who is supposed to be the face of the NBA or the Boston Celtics, right? I mean, it would just make Jason Tatum's confidence seem a lot smaller, right? Or that's what the perception would be. Jason Tatum is already in his head, right? Jason Tatum already was talking about how, look, I'm a champion now, and they can't take that away from me, and it's a big monkey off his back. We understand that. Well deserved. Kudos. I gave him his props. Awesome, right? But basketball purposes, selection was a basketball decision. Team, basketball related purposes for the United States. I mean, that I don't know, man. I'm confused by this. I really am. I mean, Jaylen Brown, there's no issues on the court, off the court. Okay, he carries himself very well, highly educated. Brother gets left off the team, right? I mean, you couldn't pick a better player to replace Kawhi that represents the United States, to represent the U.S., right, and conduct themselves and be an excellent player on the court than Jaylen Brown, right? Man, the Team USA basketball is odd. It seemed like every time, or for the most part, there's always some type of controversy when it comes to who's on the team, right? So look, I don't think this decision will bite them, but it does make you question what really goes on when selecting the team, right? Did Nike really have full control of this roster, right? because they don't want Jaylen Brown. I heard talks of people saying, oh, they don't want Jaylen Brown to say anything political. I don't think he would. I think if you ask Jaylen Brown a question, he will answer freely, right? And he'll answer in an articulate manner, right? But no. So Jaylen Brown, he had the ESPYs, right? I think Cam Newton asked him a question to comment. He didn't want to comment on it. I respect, him not doing that. He's not going to add fuel to the fire already. It's already a hot button topic. You know what I'm saying? He made the tweets that he needed to tweet. Okay, I think we all know that Jaylen Brown deserved a spot over Derrick White. And it's not a slight to Derrick White, but I mean, let's be real here. Come on now. Like, basketball decisions, we picked Derrick White. Okay, there's other players they could have picked than Derrick White. I mean, you could have picked Donovan Mitchell. You could have picked other players. You know what I'm saying? Like, Derrick White, really? You could have picked Tyler Hero, right? I mean, Derrick White. I mean, damn, bro. Like that he was the guy in the wing. So, he was the next guy in line right away when the player goes down. Like, so if another player is not able to make it, then who's next, right? Does Jaylen Brown get overlooked again, right? Weird from USA Team Basketball and what Grant Hill had to say, man. Crazy, man. Y'all let me know what y'all think about this, man. Thanks for watching. Please like, subscribe. I'm out.